Assalamu alaikum. In this video we will discuss renin angiotensin aldosterone system. The renin angiotensin aldosterone system RAAS plays an important role in regulating blood volume and systemic vascular resistance, which together influence the cardiac output and arterial pressure. As the name implies, there are three important components of this system. First is renin, second is angiotensin, and third is aldosterone. Renin is released primarily by the kidneys, stimulates the formation of angiotensin in the blood and tissues, which in turn stimulates the release of aldosterone from the adrenal cortex. Renin is a proteolytic enzyme. It is released into the circulation by the kidneys. Its release is stimulated by 1. Sympathetic nerve activation acting through beta-1 adrenoceptors. So beta-1 adrenoceptors are when stimulated, then renin release occurs. Second one is renal artery hypotension caused by systemic hypotension. Obviously, renal artery stenosis also leads to renin release. Decreased sodium delivery to the distal tubules of the kidney also causes increase in the renin release. Here you can see this is kidney. Increased sympathetic activation, decreased blood pressure and decreased sodium delivery to distal tubule causes increase in the renin release. This increase in the renin release converts the angiotensinogen to angiotensin 1. Angiotensin 1 is converted into angiotensin 2 by the ACE, that is angiotensin converting enzyme. Angiotensin 2 causes the adrenal cortex to increase the release of aldosterone and stimulates the brain to release the antidiuretic hormone. Sodium and water ion retention occurs. Blood volume and cardiac output is increased. Blood pressure is increased and SVR is increased. JG cells. Juxtaglomerular or JG cells associated with the afferent arteriolar system entering the renal glomerulus are the primary site of renin storage and release. These cells cause the storage and release function of the renin. A reduction in afferent arterial pressure causes the release of renin from the JG cells, whereas increased pressure inhibits renin release. Beta-1 adrenoceptors located on the JG cells respond to sympathetic nerve stimulation by releasing renin. Specialized cells, macula densa of the distal tubules, lie adjacent to the JG cells of the afferent arteriole. The macula densa senses the concentration of sodium and chloride ions in the tubular fluid. When NaCl is elevated in the tubular fluid, renin release is inhibited. In contrast, a reduction in tubular sodium chloride stimulates renin release by the JG cell. There is evidence that prostaglandins PGE2 and PGI2 stimulate renin release in response to reduced sodium chloride transport across the macula densa. When afferent arterial pressure is reduced, glomerular filtration decreases, and this reduces sodium chloride in the distal tubule. This serves as an important mechanism contributing to the release of renin when there is afferent arteriolar hypotension, which can be caused by systemic hypotension or narrowing that is stenosis of the renal artery that supplies the blood flow to the kidney. Furthermore, renin-aldosterone-angiotensin or renin-angiotensin-aldosterone pathway is not only regulated by the mechanisms that stimulate renin release, but it is also modulated by the natriuretic peptides. These are released by the heart. These natriuretic peptides act as an important counter-regulatory system. Therapeutic manipulation of this pathway is very important in treating hypertension and heart failure. ACE inhibitors, that is angiotensin converting enzyme inhibitors, angiotensin 2 receptor blockers, and aldosterone receptor blockers, for example, are used to decrease the arterial pressure, ventricular afterload, blood volume, and hence ventricular preload, as well as inhibit and reverse the cardiac and vascular hypertrophy. This is all about the renin, angiotensin, aldosterone.